has surpassed us, and well, it is Wednesday, August the 7th, joined, coming out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and believe me, I've been looking forward to this all day. We've been playing Frank Viera as the artist of the day today, and believe me, we're getting huge responses for that. So here he is himself, Frank Viera. Fill it up right here at Galaxy. So yeah, just while we got that playing through for you at the moment, Frank, at some stage I'm going to ask you things like, and these are things that the listeners want to know, is cool. How do we get hold of you? For instance, are you on Facebook? Are you on the Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Stuff like that. But more importantly, Frank, I'm going to ask you if you respond, because these days it's always nice to have an artist come back. Once you've reached out to an artist, it makes the fan feel a little special. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. We're. I try to be as hands-on as possible. That's how you get it done. You know.
It is. It is. Again, we will discuss possibly considering getting you guys, you down here in New Zealand. We'll show you around, show you a bit of New Zealand.
That'd be awesome.
But we do some crazy stuff here. You got to be prepared for that, believe me, and I'll walk you through that. At the same time, Barbara will send you videos of the stuff that I'm talking about, so that you can see what I mean. I'm not pulling your leg. We actually do some of these things, and I kind of figure it, if you don't challenge yourself at least once in your life, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why not, right?
Exactly, and I'm all for things like jumping out of planes and all that sort of stuff. I've got, I'm a pilot, so I don't mind jumping out of a plane.
Jumping out of planes is scary for me.
Really?
I'm a no heights guy.
Oh, okay. You're like Barbara. She gets vertigo, just on 5-inch heels. She does. Anyway, we're playing Fill It Up right now, so let's go to the desk and have some fun.
We're on Facebook Live. Hi, Steve Baker. Hi, Cheryl, darling.
Oh.
Hi, Lewis. Hi, Terry. Love you all.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 11 after 12 o'clock. That's afternoon, by the way. At 17 degrees downtown, heading for that high today. Well, it was supposed to be 16. We passed that. I knew Barbara's and ours at 18 degrees was quite reasonable. We got there. Wednesday, August the 7th, and joined, coming out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, would you believe, is a guy that I've been playing now for a couple of weeks. Absolutely loving his music. Is Frank Viera. Kia ora, my friend. Welcome along to Galaxy.
Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you guys for having me.
It is an absolute pleasure to have you along. We actually have online right now 5,119,000 people hooked in, listening to us, and believe me, they are going to absolutely love you, my friend. They really, really are. Now, I got to ask you about Fill It Up, and there was a reason why we played that first, because believe me, we absolutely love that track. Tell us all about it. How did you come up with the lyrics?
Yeah, so Fill It Up was I do a lot of writing with myself and a bunch of other people, and Fill It Up was one of the ones that when we kind of started picking up a lot of live shows with the band, it was like we got to have something up tempo and really get after it out there, and Fill It Up was a product of that. Went in the studio with my producer Mike Ofka, and it's a track that just it's real heavy. It's got a lot of intensity to it, so it's a fun one and it's a great one live. So.
My friend, and believe me, we've been wanting to do this interview for a little while. We had to, when you came along, literally we were changing buildings at the time, and all sorts of ghosts in the machine was preventing us from getting it done. So I'm so pleased that we're able to do it right now. And
timing is always perfect. Whenever it happens, it happens.
It really does, but at the same time, I was having a look at your tour dates. You're right up to about November or something like that. Very, very busy right now.
Yeah, we're really busy. It's it's summer out here, and summer is always busy country music season, and we're blessed, man. We're fortunate. We've had a lot of really great things happen this year, and just playing a lot of shows and having a lot of fun. It's been great interacting with people and seeing people enjoy the music,
Exactly. Now, at the same time, and believe me, the fans that we have want to know, how do we get hold of you, Frank? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? But more importantly, Frank, do you respond? I feel that's your modern-day database for your fans these days, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're on all the platforms. My last name is super tricky. It's Vieira, but if you type in Frank Viera on your platform, you'll find me, and we're as transparent and as feedbacky as possible. So if you guys reach out to us, we'll reach back out to you.
Very, very cool. Now tell me about Hands Down, because believe me, that this is quite a process, my friend. It really, really is. We get bands every day that want to be promoted, and believe me, we get a lot of them. Barbara, I don't know how the heck she does it. I really, really don't. But she and, of course, the production team, they sort of argue stuff out, and before you know it, it goes to a board who chooses, because of the image that we have, we only play the good music, and good indie music at that. So it comes down to that. Then basically it comes to me, and I'll pop the music in the car and go for a drive where I've got no influences other than what I'm listening to at the time, you know what I mean? And that then denotes whether we're going to go ahead with an interview or not, and I love Hands Down. So tell me how you came to the lyrics of that.
Yeah, Hands Down, and I really appreciate that. That's really cool to hear. Hands Down's one of my favorites. It's a song I wrote for my wife when we kind of first started dating. It's that new love, happy love kind of song, and everybody's got a song like that, and I try to put my own twist and spin on it. And lyrics are always super important in what I do, and I think that's one of the songs that really drives home that fact. I think there's a lot of neat little phrases in there and cool things that are said differently that everybody else has already said. It's really hard to write something nobody's heard before, but I think we did a good job of making it our own in this song. I really appreciate the good feedback, man.
Well, I got to be honest with you, I can't wait to play it. So right here, right now at Galaxy 107 FM, here is Frank Viera, Hands Down. Gosh, it's getting hotter.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
Oh, hot in here.
Yeah. Hi, Brad Sims.
Brad Sims is joining us.
Hey, we've got to get you on soon for your song release, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you comfortable there, Frank?
What's that?
Are you comfortable there?
Yes, sir. We got this nice new backyard, back porch for the little guy, and he's got a bunch of plants in it, and it's a happy space.
Nice. Believe me, I was actually taking in some of the scenery. Believe me, we are green people here in New Zealand, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, you guys have a beautiful space down there. I was we're gonna have to come out and see it.
You really are, and I am going to talk to you about that because, believe me, with the amount of response that we've been getting for your music, I think it might warrant talking to your people maybe to see if we can arrange something to get you down here for a few shows.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to work something out. I know my wife would be thrilled to come down and check it out. It's always been a place we want to see. So.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to bring up a few things that we do crazy down here, but one of the things that I know, if you bring in your wife, that Barbara will want to do is go shopping.
Yes. Shopping is, that's definitely a big factor, you know.
Me personally, I want to try and get Barbara tattooed.
Oh, well, we'll have to get Aaron here.
Aaron Allen.
Yeah.
He's a tattooist too. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea. In fact, I think these two would work together really well.
Yeah, and Steve, meet Frank.
Yeah. Steve Baker?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to talk. Have you met Steve Baker before, my friend?
What's that?
Have you met Steve Baker before?
I have not, no.
Okay, I'll talk to you about him because he's a very important person and he's watching right now on Facebook Live, so I'll have a chat to you about him.
Wow, very cool. How's it going, man?
Yeah, let's go back to the desk.
Are we able to turn the sound up just a fraction?
A fraction more?
Please, just a little.
That's up as far as
Okay,
it goes.
that's great.
Hold on. Let me just see here. How we going? Come on.
I took a picture of
Oh, he's frozen.
and put up that we were
Oh dear.
doing an interview.
Running
He's
out
back.
of time. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 19 after 12 o'clock, 17 degrees downtown. Not bad actually, it's quite reasonable outside. Heading, well, we've gone over our high of 16. Wednesday, August the 7th, and I'm joined by Frank Viera, coming out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, PA. Yeah, absolutely. And what a wonderful evening it is over there. It looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here today. We're on a completely different day. We're on August 6th, though.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to some guys on the 1st of August, and they were saying, oh, yeah, no, we're still blah, 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 blah. And I'm going, yeah, you so last month. You know what I mean? We do.
Yeah, we're at the edge of the time zone, so we get, a little bit later day here, which is cool.
You're lucky. You really, really are. But on our defense, we actually see the first light of the day every day for the rest of the world.
Very cool.
So we kind of like that idea. We really, really do. Good for growing grapes too, I've got to admit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it confuses everybody when we say it was bottled on this day, where really everybody looks at it and goes, no, that was bottled on the day after this, wasn't it?
Hey, you guys are the first people on air every day. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we are. We literally, and believe me, I start my day about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I feel eager to get on board on the microphone first thing in the morning when we start our show at 6. And Barbara comes in about 5:30, all blurry-eyed, going, I've just driven an hour to go past the beach to get to work. You know what I mean? So, but she gets the luck of the deal. I got to be honest with you, my friend. The scenery on the way to Barbara's place is spectacular. Got an ocean right there. You're driving right past the ocean. Huge hills, forestry, you name it. It absolutely looks stunning. The epitome of the North Island, I've got to be honest with you. It really does look nice. Having said that, we've even got a volcano that we can...
Really?
Yeah, we do. Just not too far away from here. It does, from time to time, do a bit of smoky stuff. Hasn't erupted since I was born, but we'll count our blessings there, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Hopefully it's not too close.
It's close enough. And at the same time, and I got to be honest with you, just a couple of kilometres away, there is house-sized boulders that was chucked about a century ago, would you believe, from a volcano that tossed it up about a century ago. And believe me, it chucked it this way, and this is on the other side of the island. We're going, oh, no way! We're in the falling zone, you know. What sort of umbrella do you use for that? Really?
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
But having said that, White Island is the island that we have just off the shore that does smoke and does stuff like that. But it's great for an April Fool's joke, for instance. I've used it in the past. I don't know whether you do the April Fool's thing over in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like to pull the wool over people's eyes? I do all the time. It's just part of me. Actually.
You know, it's not my big thing, but I know there's a lot of people that do, and thankfully I haven't been the fool too many times on April Fool's Day. So
well, here's one for you. We were talking about the volcanic island, White Island, just off Whakatane, which is about half an hour's drive from where we are. And it was April the 1st, and I happened to mention on the microphone that we were looking for boaties to go over and get the goats and the sheep off White Island because it's going to blow. And would you believe, we got about 25, 30 people that rang up and says, yes, I'm a boatie, I've got boats, let's go and get them. Problem is, nothing lives on there.
No.
I got about 30 people that wanted to go and get nothing from the island.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know, you've heard of Australia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a little island just off Australia called Tasmania.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, where Tasmanian devils are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we've found out, would you believe, that it is actually part of the New Zealand continental shelf. It belongs to us.
Huh.
So
that's pretty neat.
So
it's yours now.
Yeah. So we put forward. You know, I sent a letter off to the Australian Parliament asking for back taxes. You know, you've been taking taxes off New Zealand for how long? How about returning all of those back taxes, seeing they weren't yours? Other than that, I'll get the Navy to come and tow it back. Believe me, we are nuts down here. We like to have a little thing between New Zealand and Australia. I got to be honest with you, because it's much like the Americans and Canadians. And you've played hockey. I'm sure, was it ice hockey?
Yeah, I played ice hockey my whole life, so I'm kind of an honorary Canadian. And...
Right. So you know the little banter that goes between Canadians and Americans, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, well this is the same deal that we have here in New Zealand between New Zealand and Australia. Just ours is rugby union.
Right. Just jabbing, right?
Yeah, of course. We got to give them a bit of stick. I mean, what are they there for otherwise?
Right.
You know? They're not ornaments really, even though we would like them to be. Yeah, I'm sure of it. But Frank, and I got to be honest with you, I've been over in Australia many times and done a lot of work in Australia, but they have a beer called 4X, and that's only because they don't know how to spell beer.
What's it called? 4X?
4X. They have 4 X's on the can because they don't know how to spell beer. It's true, it is, you know, and go and Google it, you'll find out that Australia does have, I mean, they have Fosters, they have KBs and stuff like that, but they have this beer called 4X, and simply, when they very first put it out, they forgot how to spell beer, so they just put 4 X's on it.
Funny.
True story, it really did happen, and that's a damn good segue to tell me about Play It by Beer. Now, I kind of really love that.
Good segue. I see what you did.
Yeah, so tell me about Play It by Beer.
Play It by Beer was a song I actually wrote with my brother and our good friend, the Hop Sisters. And so it was like brother, sister duo songwriting. But my brother called me one day and he was like, I got this idea, you got to write a song called Play It by Beer. And so I was like, all right, how does it go? And he was like, I don't know, it's just called Play It by Beer. And we just kind of filled in the gaps from there. And, you know, fun little play on words, you know?
Well, I got to be honest with you, and believe me, it was the very first song I ever heard of yours, my friend, and I had to play it straight away on the radio, really, really did, because instantly I took a love to it, I got to be honest with you.
Cool.
Hadn't received anything other than this one track, and instantly, as soon as I played it, we had people literally emailing us wanting to know more about Frank Viera, wanting to know more about Play It by Beer, and where you came from, everything like that. I had absolutely no idea at the time. It was straight off the internet. So I figured this was going to be the biggest song. It isn't, I got to admit, it isn't. And I'm being told right now.
It's the biggest in our hearts, right?
Right.
Biggest in our hearts.
I'm being told right now, 1971 requests for the song since we've been playing it. So
Wow, that's awesome.
it's not doing too bad. So right here at Galaxy 107 FM is the man himself, Frank Viera, and Play It by Beer.
That's cool. Pretty neat, man.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Where'd it go? Here it goes. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't hear that.
I was just saying that's pretty neat. That's a cool stat on the song.
Yeah, 1971 so far. And Terry, she gives me all the stats. She's my voice in my head.
Terry.
She's sitting there.
Hey. Hello.
She lets me know what's going on with stats and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah, exactly.
and believe me, 1971, not bad, folks. But I tell you what, I suggest you can do better. I really do.
Hey, Grant, are you guys hearing me okay?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
hearing you fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you.
I'm having a little trouble hearing, but if you guys are good hearing me, I'm good.
Okay, can you not hear me well enough?
It's just a little quiet, but probably just me.
Okay.
I got monitor ears, you know.
Sounds like you need some
Yeah.
cream for that. Now,
Okay,
I was
hi,
going to talk to you
Stephen.
about,
Steve Baker.
about Steve Baker, and I will talk to you about him next. At the same time, I'm going to talk to you about possibly coming down to New Zealand. So we'll mix that together if that's cool with you. So let's go back to the desk.
Yeah, chop chop.
Cool, man. That sounds good. I honestly been looking to get down to New Zealand for a long time.
Right, cool.
Come and see the hobbits. They're all short.
They sit back, yes, play it back, babe. Yeah, play it back, babe. If there's a cold on throne, that's where I'm going this day. I'll take it on back, and that's a safe fact. Let that throne be my mistake. My worries are dissipate. Grab a can and get the hell out of here, man. Play it back, babe. Yeah, play it back, babe. Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 29 away from 1 o'clock. It is 18 degrees. That's our high today, Barbara. We got there, knew we would. Going to go a lot higher, I feel. Still plenty of day left, it really is. Wednesday, August the 7th, and I'm joined by the man himself coming out of Pennsylvania. And believe me, haven't had anybody from Pennsylvania before,
No,
have we?
no.
This is a first. It really is, and it's a good one to have.
Pioneer.
You're pioneer, you absolutely are, my friend, you are. Is, of course, Frank Viera. And now, Frank, I was going to talk to you about Steve Bacon. Now, this is a very important man who's watching right now. Now, what Frank does, he's based out of Nashville and Music City, as you know, and he works with videos and stuff like that and gets them in all the important places like the hard rock cafes, your malls, your floating palaces, stuff like that. And I know when Frank's watching somebody, he's going to say to me, Grant, will you please introduce me to this man? Let me put his videos where they should be most seen. Would you be interested in letting me pass that information on to you?
Absolutely, man.
Nice, nice. So when Frank gets in touch with you, and when Steve Baker gets in touch with you, it'll be through either the Visual Image Marketing, VIM, or Steve Baker himself. Please have a chat to the man. He really is an asset to everybody in the business. He really is, and knows.
Right, I'll definitely do that.
He knows a lot of right people, if you know what I mean. Now, having said that, my friend, I was very, very interested to find out that you made yourself an acoustic guitar. Now, tell me how you made that.
Yeah, so when I was in high school, we were fortunate enough to have a class that revolved around making a guitar. So it was the entire year-long process of making a guitar, and it was carving the wood, it was sanding and everything, and it's a lot of sanding. But at the end of it, we got to, get a guitar that was playable. I strung it up the other day and played it. And the guy who taught the class, his name is Kevin Ledoux. That's his. He builds guitars for a living now, and we got a Ledoux guitar on the shows, and I play one every day, so it's pretty cool.
I absolutely love that. I really, really do. I've never had the chance myself to build an instrument, I got to be honest with you, but that is an absolute special piece. Now, did you name it?
Did I name it? No, you know what? I didn't name it.
Really?
I probably should have. Yeah, I don't know. I've never named. I don't name instruments. I don't know. I think it's.
That's interesting. I would have, to be very honest with you, given it a name, given it a nickname, something like that. Because
are you guys Game of Thrones fans?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the Hound in naming swords, right?
Exactly. Absolutely. Or even B.B. King, who named his guitar Lucille, if you remember. I actually thought, I've got to ask the man if he named his guitar. I really had to find that out. Now, at the same time, you have influences like Eric Church, Derek Bentley, Brad Paisley, of course, and Gary Allan. Have you ever heard of a Kiwi called Keith Urban?
I sure have.
Sure. I didn't read it on the list.
I think You'll Think of Me is still one of my favorite songs of all time. So.
There you go. And I love that, I really do. Now at the same time, my friend, by the way that we've been getting in all of the stats, literally, of everybody who want to know more about you, Frank, and more about your music, everything like that, and everybody requesting certain particular songs like Play It by Bear, Ready Set Life, and Three Little Words.
Yes.
Got to be honest with you, these are now climbing up into the charts kind of request style.
That's awesome.
Now, I play you on a Saturday, 16 hours of country on a Sunday, I'm sorry. I also play you on a Monday night through Galaxy Artists because we knew we were going to do an interview with you. Only the interviewees go in there. And at the same time, I play you in the breakfast show between 6 and 10 o'clock in the morning every Monday to Friday. I've been playing you quite consistently, and we've been getting huge responses. Literally. Now, I'm just wondering whether you would consider coming to New Zealand and doing a few shows, maybe about 4 here in New Zealand, couple in the north, couple in the south, and then maybe we may take you over to Australia, share you over there, half a dozen shows, only because we like their money.
Let's do it. I love it.
Great.
All about it.
Great. Now, at the same time, my friends, we have a tradition here at Galaxy where if bands are going to come to New Zealand, and believe me, Barbara is the one to talk to there. She runs Aurora Entertainment and brings bands in. She does all the logistics, everything like that. Literally, we can set anything you want. Better yet, she also helps with the visas and everything like that. So we get all the legal stuff out the way as well, including taxes and blah blah blah. So we take
Yeah,
care
we'll have to look into it and figure it out, man. I'm down.
we take care of all of that. Now, at the same time, we do a few crazy things here in New Zealand, and I got to ask you, have you ever heard
Here we go.
of a hoo-hoo grub?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you must have...
It doesn't sound fun.
Well, yeah, that's a matter of opinion, actually. But you must know what a caterpillar is, right?
Sure.
Okay, this is a caterpillar on steroids. It's like a double-decker bus to a mini. It's huge. It's big. It's white. It's got a black head. Now, what you do, and this is a tradition with Maoris here in New Zealand, the indigenous folks of New Zealand is the Maori. You put it in your mouth and you bite the head off, live, by the way. And
Oh, no.
when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Sure it is.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I promise I'll get Barbara to send you the video. You will absolutely retch at it, but it's a lot of fun. Especially if you've got a mason jar or two on hand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You definitely need something to watch it.
I don't know about eating grub.
Well, we have a thing here in New Zealand where we do the wild foods festivals, and believe me, you can get yourself a well-roasted cricket on a stick, no worries, even dipped in chocolate. Yep.
Cricket on a stick sounds alright. I
Yeah.
think I could roll with that.
Okay, yeah, or locusts or something like that. Yeah, okay, we can do that. But moreover, we could introduce you to things like the bluff oyster as well, which you will absolutely love. Now, I know that you're into fishing.
I like that one.
I know you're into fishing, and I would love to be able to introduce you to a friend of mine, and his name is Jody Medford. Literally, arguably one of the deepest country voices in country music today, I've got to be honest with you. But he loves fishing as well, mainly trout. You're into bass, aren't you?
One more time?
You're into bass, aren't you?
What? I
Bass.
heard fishing and I did.
Okay, you're into bass fishing?
Bass.
Bass.
Oh, bass fishing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was having a hard time hearing the S's. I was hearing bed fishing. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's my favourite fishing, believe me. I love this guy, I really do. But Jody's into doing fishing like that. Also, trout and trophy fishing, all sorts of fishing you can get hold of. We're going to bring him down here, down under, because he's been here to New Zealand, but he was down South Island and he took part in a few events down there. We want to bring him up here where it's warmer, literally warmer. Right down there right now, they've got snow down there. We've got 18 degrees where we are, so we don't know what a snow shovel is. Anyway, at the same time, we would love to give you some bluff oysters to try. Believe me, they are absolutely superb. They really are. But to get the bluff oysters, we have to throw you off a bridge.
On the bridge.
Yeah, we're going to throw you off a bridge.
No.
I mean, it's better than jumping out of an airplane. I'll say that.
Well, close.
I'm not a heights guy, but we have.
Close. We have a thing here we call bungee jumping, and literally, senior not Australian will attach the bungee.
What's that?
Senior not Australian will attach the bungee. You'll get it when you see the video, don't worry. You will. You'll get the joke. But at the same time, are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Yes, very familiar. That's actually one of the reasons we wanted to get down to New Zealand.
Okay, about an hour and a half drive from where we are right now is actually Hobbiton, where we can take you and show you around there. Believe me, stunning, stunning place. The set of Hobbiton, the set of Lord of the Rings, it really is.
Yeah, I actually have looked at vacations to Hobbiton.
There you go. There you go. Matter.
Matter.
Yeah, it does matter in matter, doesn't it? It does. Yeah. Sorry for you folks in matter. We think you matter. Anyway, moving on. Have you ever heard of a Zorb?
A door?
A Zorb. Z-O-R-B.
Zorb. I don't think so.
Okay, that's a big ball, literally. Now, what we're going to do is we get you tanked up. You know, you got to have a few drinks with this one. Put you in this big plastic ball and push you down a hill. Now, it's pretty much like Skittles on a run, because we make sure that there's people in front of you for you to be able to run over at the time, you know what I mean? But I tell you what, by the time you come out of that, believe me, there'll be a few extra juices in that ball before you get out.
Hey, that sounds like at least it's on the ground. I like on the ground.
It is on the ground, and at the same time, we can take you to Hell's End. Yeah? Hell's Gate, which is basically, I'm not sure whether you're familiar with the Yellowstone National Park, where they have all the bubbly stuff and everything like that, all the thermal goodness.
Yeah.
New Zealand is pretty much based on that stuff. We have it here, and we can actually show you how to cook and do all the traditional stuff the Maoris used to do when the dinosaurs used to walk the earth.
Huh.
That wasn't. Yeah, in fact, that wasn't too long ago, because Milford Sound, that's where my mother was walking through just not so long ago. And that's a place that time forgot. It really is. Milford Sound, absolutely stunning place, and I recommend you have a look on the internet for that one. The only thing that goes through there is basically these big ships, but it really is like time forgot. It really is. If you've ever seen Jurassic Park or something like that, that's what it looks like. Stunning.
That's pretty neat.
Having said that, you want to bring your wife over with you, so what we'll do is we'll put you out on the Hauraki Gulf on a boat. We'll have a wine and a meal at night time, taking the ambience of the biggest city of New Zealand. What do you think?
Hey, that sounds real nice.
Loving that idea. Really, really loving it. Now, I reckon that's ready, set for life, really. So tell me about Ready, Set, Live. Tell me how you get in there.
These transitions have been incredible. Well done, my friend. Ready, Set, Life is, you know, it was a song I wrote when my wife was about 8 or 9 months pregnant. We were just about to have a baby, and it was just kind of reflecting on how quickly the whole pregnancy went, and just how quickly our life has moved to this point, and really it's just kind of a time capsule of what my life has been and what I hope my life becomes down the road. And I think it's something really relatable for people with young kids, and just living life, you know, getting married, having a kid, and wanting another one. So.
You know something, my friend? The very first time I ever had a child with my wife, I was absolutely killing myself. I was freaking out all over the place, literally. The nurses were more worried about me than they were about the wife, to be honest with you. They had her under control. Me, I'm just a piece of yuck. You didn't want to be around me at the time. Scared the hell out of me, but wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Right.
So,
I hear that.
Right here at Galaxy 107 FM, of course, joined by Frank Viera, the man himself. Here is Ready, Set, Live.
I told you, you have never seen.
Look at sweat rolling off me.
It's not allowed to.
Dear. Are you okay there, my friend?
Oh yeah, doing well, man. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man.
Oh, hey, listen, it's an absolute pleasure for you to be to have you with us. And I'm very, very honoured to have your company. Now, I've got to ask you, how do people download your music? Are you on Amazon? Are you on iTunes? Stuff like that?
Yep. Yeah, we're on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. Really, anywhere you can buy music, we're there. So
nice.
Yeah, it's been cool, and it's been really nice to see the response from people on those platforms, because you can really break things down statistically and figure out what people are listening to.
Exactly, exactly. Well, the biggest one is literally three little words. And,
Yeah.
I was told it was just over 3,000 requests for it.
Really? That's very cool.
I think she quoted me 3,022 requests for it since we've been playing it, and we haven't actually been playing it that long, so it's taking quite a bite, if you know what I mean. I think that's
really cool.
Huge achievement. Having said that, what we will do is we'll go into three little words, and after that we'll wrap it up. We've only got about 13 minutes to go.
As long as you like.
In there, I'm going to get a couple of personal questions in. Yeah, I think we can do that easily. I do. Oh, we better get back to
Yeah,
yes.
chop chop. Isn't he funny, everyone?
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 11 away from 1 o'clock. It is 19 degrees downtown. Heading for, well, we've gone over our high of 16. The weatherman got it wrong again. And Barbara, you keep pointing that device at me all the time. Feel sorry for anybody that's watching, unless they're watching Frank Viera right now coming out of Pennsylvania. He's the better deal, literally. Put your camera on him. He's smiling, and at least he's having a good time. Now, at the same time, Frank, can our listeners buy your music? And I suggest, folks, don't be cheap. Go out and have a look for it. On places like, for instance, Amazon and iTunes. Have you got them on there yet?
Yeah, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all the platforms. And, the more you guys listen, the more you guys stream, the more music we can make. So.
Exactly, and believe me, if it wasn't for people like you, Frank, I wouldn't have a job. I got to be honest with you. So keep making that good music. And I'm going to ask you, when you bring out all new music and stuff like that, will you get hold of Barbara? Can we do this again?
Yeah, absolutely, man. This is awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I really like hearing that people are enjoying the music down there. So that's really cool.
They really are enjoying your music. They've got to be honest with you. At the moment, 62 countries and 94 cities are tuned in right now. 5+ million people are listening, having a ball at the moment. And of course, we can't forget the people that are watching us on the Facebook Lives. Now, I'll give you a copy of everything. You'll get a copy of everything, believe me. And you'll be able to understand the missing bits that you didn't quite get earlier on.
Yeah.
You'll get them. You'll understand.
I'm gonna go do some research on some of those terms and
exactly.
Be familiar when I get down there.
Exactly. You'll be able to come down and go, yeah, g'day, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Having said that, three little words now. Excuse me. The three little words I know is another round, please.
Yeah. Another round.
Yeah. Yeah, they're my favourite three little words. But you have three other little words, and those. Yeah. It seems that the world is connecting to this and wanting to know everything behind three little words. Now, please tell me all about it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's really cool seeing that there's such a big response for that. And Three Little Words was actually the, believe it or not, is the very first song that I ever recorded in a professional studio. And thanks to Jason Levis and Set Records for helping me out with that project. So it's technically the oldest song, which is really cool. And it's one of those songs that's just straight from the heart, and it's something I was going through at the time, and stuff like that always resonates really well with people. Whenever it comes off as honest and genuine, and when it truly is, you can hear that in the song. And I think that's one of the things that I'm most proud of about that song is it really captures that feeling of not being able to get back what you truly want. So
I'm right there with you. I fully understand, and at the same time, I kind of feel that everybody that has been requesting Three Little Words, and I think there's a big lean to the female gender of wanting to know more about Three Little Words than the guys. But as I said to you, my favourite is Another Round, Please. Yours is a little different. Anyway, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined by Frank Viera himself and Three Little Words.
cool, man.
That was true.
Could be any Three Little
I had to get
Words.
you some extra light on my face. It's getting dark out here.
Yeah, okay, bro. Well, we're at the end of it anyway, so
No,
if you
it's fine.
just want to hang in there, it's all good. You're looking good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh no, I was saying I grabbed a little laptop for you so you could at least see me.
Yeah, no, that's great. Absolutely stunning. Barbara's doing well. She reckons the lighting's just perfect, actually.
Yeah.
No,
Very dramatic, right?
yeah,
No,
it is.
not
actually.
you. It's not perfect on you.
It's not perfect on me.
Oh, is it?
No, I always look like this.
Okay. Well, we better go back here then.
I wake up in the morning looking like this.
I know. With your hat on.
Barbara, will you pass Jodie's information on
I will.
and get
Yes.
Jodie to
They might.
contact them?
Yeah, they can share fishing photos.
Yeah, they can go fishing together. You love this guy, mate. He really is a fishing enthusiast, and he knows everybody. This is the freaky thing about this guy. Just before the what was his name? The Bandit. Smoking the Bandit. What was his
Burt
name?
Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. Just before Burt Reynolds died, Jodie sends me a photo of him and Burt Reynolds together.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, hey, look, basketball people, you name it. He knows everybody.
The tennis winner.
What's his name, Jody?
Jodie Medford.
The tennis winner too. He
And,
had his photo
yeah,
taken.
keep an eye out for it because Barbara will pass details on. Believe me, really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do anything with him, but just go fishing. Check him out for fishing. If you
Hey,
ever
I'm
want to
always
use,
down to go fishing.
if you ever want to use him for a show or something like that, he's up for it. Honestly, he's really a professional guy. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, if you ever want somebody to go fishing with, check him
Yeah.
out. He's a really cool guy.
Cause I'm 11 steps forward, 12 steps back, 10 feet off the beaten path, 789 miles from where you are. Now 6 at the place where you at, 5 weakness, 4 left now, 4 red line, headed south. Got 3 little boats to the get you back now. Yeah, get you back now.
Galaxy, Galaxy FM.
That's right. right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 3 away from 1 o'clock. Not bad, not bad. 17 degrees downtown, quite comfortable outside. Looking, you know, the weatherman says 13 degrees, then he says 16 degrees. We knew he was up the duff this morning and went with 18 degrees. Not bad, 16 degrees, 17 degrees. Anyway, we're joined by Frank Viera coming out of Pennsylvania today. And our first Pennsylvanian, I got to be honest with you, we've never had somebody from there. We've never had somebody from Minnesota either, have we? No, and we're going to do that one.
Huh?
Yeah, we're going to do a guy coming out of Minnesota. It seems like we're collecting different parts of the United States these days. And we're trying to find a place we've never been to before. So thank you for allowing us.
Thanks for having me, man.
It is an absolute pleasure, my friend. Now, I got to ask you though, just before we move on, do you have a website? And on the website, do you have a merch store?
We do. We have a website, it's frankviera.com, and we do have a bunch of merch for sale. And I have shipped stuff to New Zealand before, so.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to, seeing you've said that, now I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to say to you, how about sending us a few of your CDs that we could do a promotion with, maybe a couple of t-shirts, whatever else, you know, if you're doing koozies, caps, everything like that. Throw a care package together. Today, of course, Mark Wayne Glasmere is the subliminal, would you believe? We get these in there, would you believe, while we're doing the interviews. And of course, Terry's wearing Billy Lord this morning. Well, it's this afternoon, isn't it? Of course, we're after lunch. I knew there was something wrong. I've put extra hours in today. That's what it is. We normally do these 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Of course, it's 1 o'clock now. So, Frank, please keep in touch with Barbara. If you're going to send us a package, we would be honoured, absolutely honoured to do a few giveaways to our fans and everything like that. And we do go that extra mile. We really, really do. Billy Lord, we did a live show last weekend at a place called World's End. Loved the crowd, and they knew the music, so we started giving away Billy Lord products left, right and centre. Went off, really did. So if you feel like throwing in anything extra over and above, we will take it to the crowds, literally. And
that sounds good, man.
Make sure that we're in their faces with all the good products coming out of Pennsylvania. Absolutely. At the same time, I got to let you know, my friend, I'm a sort of like a medium to large. Terry's a small to medium, and Barbara is bigger.
Oh, you're naughty to say that.
Bigger.
Only in the booth.
We'll make sure we take care of you guys.
Nice. We'd love to be able to wear your April with pride while we do these interviews, and believe me, it is a subliminal thing. People do get to see it.
Right.
At the same time, don't go anywhere just yet, because we are going to do a very quick interview, a very quick little video that we can put on our website, and of course, with the amount of traffic that goes through, they get nosy. You know, I feel like one of the most oogled guys in the world. I really do. People just check out everything I do. But it's good to have this on the front page, because then they go and check out who Frank Viera is, and before you know it, you've got another 5,000 Facebook fans.
That's pretty neat, man. I'm all about that.
Nice. And believe me, folks, go and see this man live, Frank Viera. Busy man. He's booked up until about November, if I remember right. But if you catch his show, go and say, Grant sent you from Galaxy. I'm sure he will kick you out. He will just abuse you and say, get out of my show. He really will. It has been a pleasure, Frank, having you join us.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, man. And, you know, like you said, I appreciate everybody reaching out and all the support. And it's nice hearing that you guys are digging the music down there.
We absolutely are, Frank. We love your music. We want you to come back. Will you come back with some new music for us?
I definitely will. We got some stuff in the line, hopefully here for the fall, so we'll be in touch.
Done deal. Love it. So we better move on. I'll put it back through to studio too, but don't go anywhere just yet, Frank. We do have a couple of things we're going to do. here at Galaxy 107 FM is Moby. Signs of Love.